Hello everyone. So in this video we will talk about the importance of three-dimensional perspective, the geometry of a molecules and the link of these geometries and the understanding of these geometries to learn different topics of chemistry. So starting from the combination of atoms, that is chemical bonding, we know that there are theories like VSEPR theory. We talk about that the electron pair repel each other and the valence shell electron pair repulsion leads to a geometry, the arrangement of these atoms around a central phosphorus. So in here there are 5 electron pairs around phosphorus and they arrange in this manner to give you this trigonal bipyramidal structure. So this is a link between the chemical bonding and the geometry of molecule. Then this geometry in the solid state, we have seen that this axial bond is about 5 picometer larger than the equatorial bonds. This can be explained in terms of hybridization. The hybridization of axial bonds are different than the equatorial bonds. This gives a slightly difference in the length of the axial bond. We are not going into detail, but we can link all these topics with one another. But in gaseous as well as in liquid state, all the bonds are similar, and the averaging out of these bonds is due to the increase in vibrational couplings. Further, we can talk about the NMR. The topic NMR is also linked to the geometry of the molecule, because here these two axial fluorides are different and these three are different, so we must expect two different fluorine 19 NMR signals. But this happens only below minus 100 degrees Celsius, because in that much low temperature only these two will behave differently, and above minus 100 degrees Celsius the averaging out will be there due to pseudo-rotation, very pseudo-rotation. Further, the topic like point groups and the group theory. So as we have seen, there is symmetry in this molecule. It is rotating around z-axis, and we can get a equivalent structure at every 120 degree. Like if we can stop here like that, and about 120 degree again there is fluoride on the same position, and after 120 degree there is a fluoride at same position. So in this way there are symmetry elements. These symmetry elements like a particular axis or a plane of symmetry, all the combination of these symmetry operations then transform to a group, and that point group give so much other informations like mode of vibrations, the active mode of vibrations, etc. So this is how we must combine together different concepts to get a better idea of all the topics. I hope you like the videos, and kindly share it so that we can reach out to a broader audience. You can suggest me what type of videos you are looking for. Thank you. Hello everyone. So in this